Okay, hey guys, pops. This camera angle's really weird, but I've like no other way of holding you guys up. Please don't fall over. Okay, so I am dyeing my hair again today. I've already got it sectioned. I like tie off the bottom, like I tie it into like 4 quadrants. I do the bottom 2, and then I've got these 2. I start at the top. I'm bleach my hair. I've already got my bleach mixed up. Because I start at the top of my head, I use 20 volume for this, like top sections, and then I use 30 volume for the back, so it like sort of has a similar developing time. And I'm thirsty, so we're gonna open my Monster before my hands get all bleachy. But yeah, let's do this. I need to put on my gloves. So, plan of action. Do this top section first. We got bleach. Now I know it's gonna be like, oh my god, you need a section. For the fun thumbnail, I'm gonna just do it. Please don't hate me, Ragondo. I'm gonna do my roots first because obviously I've got this and I want to change the colour. I'm probably gonna have to keep the blue on the ends because this blue just is refusing to go. The blue's been here many months. I've grown to love her. Also want to get rid of her, but she doesn't want to get rid of me. So we're gonna just do our roots first and let all my roots like develop, and then maybe for like the last 5 minutes just put some bleach over this bit. I want to go lavender, so I've got to kind of get it like a higher level. Yeah, so just for the thumbnail we're gonna, no, I don't really mind that it's overlapping. I know everyone's gonna like the line of demarcation or whatever. But, okay, I need my mirror like over here because I actually can't see shit. I broke my glasses the other day and I refuse to wear contact lenses. So, yeah. She's a little bit bland at the moment. But I don't really wear my glasses whilst doing my hair anyways because I don't want to like get hair dye on my glasses. You feel me? So anyways, we're taking really thin strands, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's got to be so thin you can like read a newspaper through it. I feel like I could read the newspaper. I can't read a newspaper in general. Who reads newspapers anymore? Not me. I also know people are going to be like, you shouldn't do that whole section. Ramondo, I'm looking at you. I'm gonna ignore that fringe bit for this moment. I feel like my bleach isn't as like bleachy as normal. I do use different bleach because I used the Jerome Russell one. I would show you, but you're currently resting on the box, so that's not gonna happen. I usually use, it's in my other videos of me dyeing my hair, I use like a bleach powder from Sally's. However, I didn't have time to go to Sally's, okay? So I just went to Superdrug and got this one, which I did used to use it. I used this like bleach powder like was it the very first time, or like one of the first times I started bleaching my hair at home again. Because if you didn't know, I used to bleach my hair during lockdown. Well, I used to recruit my mother for help. But then after lockdown, I started going to a hairdresser because I was like, yo, probably should, seeing as we can, you know, get out and about nowadays. And then ever since I started dyeing, because I used to be blonde because I was in secondary school, and they wouldn't allow like fashion colours, unnatural hair colours. So I was blonde, I was a blonde baddie. I just wanted to be like Cinderella. Now, if you're stressed about these back bits, that you're going to be like, oh my god, girl, you're missing, you're going to have a brown chunk, don't worry, I will do them. I'm just focusing on the bits I can see right now, and then we'll sort that out, okay? Also, I bleached my friend's hair the other day, which her hair is a little bit different to mine because she's had like basically every colour under the sun. It's like a dark colour, like she's dyed her hair dark brown, she dyed her hair black, she dyed her hair dark green, she dyed her hair dark purple, she dyed her hair red. So yeah, whereas I've always kind of bleached it and gone for like lighter colours. But she wanted me to bleach the back of her hair because she wanted to do like a brighter purple, and so I did that. Guys, I low-key think I slayed. It didn't need to be like lifted mega light because it was purple and it was like a more chill purple. That makes no sense, but like, you know what I mean. Nobody does. But yeah, but I low-key think I slayed. I'll put a photo if I can find a photo I took. But I became a professional hairdresser for the day and it was so much fun. So yeah, that was fun. Low-key, I could get a career in this if I actually did some form of training other than just watching Brad Mondo videos. Anyways, what have you been up to, guys? Drop it in the comments. Low-key, I took a little break from YouTube. Not even for any apparent reason. I think I just couldn't be bothered to film anything. I was just sat in bed rotting. So, yeah, that's fun. I had a job interview because your girl has been unemployed for a while, and I obviously don't have enough subscribers to like actually monetize. So if you're seeing this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe, guys, please. And while you're at it, follow me on TikTok as well, please, because I'm somewhat close to 1,000 followers. So please follow me on TikTok. But yeah, so I had a job interview. I think it went well. They said I'll find out by Monday. They'll like email me to say whether I was successful or unsuccessful. Successful. So yeah, let's hope and pray. For me, I'm gonna do these little sideburny bits now because I always forget them, and whilst I'm seeing that they exist, I'm gonna just do them even though they're technically part of the like bottom section, but whatever. Okay, so that's like everything that I can see on this side kind of done. Low-key, it's kind of already developing so quickly. How fun is that? Now is the tricky part because it's the bit that I can't actually, you know, see the back of my head. So we're gonna have to just hope and pray and just find random sections. I will get the mirror out and like look in the back of my head in a minute. But for now, we just hope and pray, okay? Okay. I just don't want to have any brown spots because I feel like normally I dye my hair colours that is like a bit less noticeable if I have like a chunk of brown. But with like lavender, obviously that would be a little bit more noticeable. So let's try not to have that. I think I'm gonna do the other top section and then I'm just gonna like group it all together so that I can fully see the back of my head, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do this section and then come back to you. Maybe I'll do the rest of my head and I'll come back to you. Undecided. Okay, so I just have my light broke. Anyways, the blonde is blonding. I don't know if it's fully light enough because obviously I want to go lavender, and I feel like that would probably need quite a high level lift, and it's looking a little yellow still, but the rest of this is kind of just vibing here. I did put like the weakest bleach mixture I could ever make on these bits just to try and lighten it a bit, but I've made my own toner in another little hair dye bowl. I basically mixed shampoo and a bit of like purple hair dye because I didn't want to use like a proper toner because I didn't want to like put more developer in my hair, but also I don't have any purple shampoo, so I've got that for now. So we're gonna wash it out and hope that it works, and then I don't know, for the rest of this I might do like a bleach bath on the ends. I know I just said I didn't want to put any more developer on my hair, but like I meant on like the fresh blonde bit, you know? I don't know, we'll see how it looks after shower, and then we'll reconvene, we'll reassess the situation. I'm back. The hair, well, my roots are blonde. The light's not helping in here, but obviously the ends are still blue. I've just decided to keep the blue because it doesn't really want to come out. Obviously the pink bits are still a little bit pink, but considering I'm doing it purple, God, I sound British now. Blue and pink, purple, you know? So I feel like it will just become more of a pinky toned purple. That's my plan. Anyways, I'm using Good Dye Young in the shade Stoned Pony. I don't know why I sound really northern. I'm from Somerset, which is like south. Anyways, purple, and that's my plan. I normally when I dye my hair, buy like a bottle of like a really cheap conditioner just to mix it with a hair dye, because I know semi-permanent hair dye is like kind of conditioning anyways, but sometimes I find if I just mix in a bit of conditioner with it, because my hair is like constantly so dead because I've been bleaching it for like 7 years, it's just like helps a little bit. Also, I know this looks really damaged. I don't know why I'm speaking so quickly, but I know this looks really damaged, and also the ends are still quite wet, but it's because when I was washing it, not when I was washing it, when I was drying it. Oh, actually, to be fair, when I washed it, I didn't put any conditioner in it, which probably helped, and didn't help even. And then when I was blow drying it, I just got bored and started just attacking it with a hairdryer. I did put a heat protectant in, but I didn't put, like I normally put in, like leave-in conditioner and all that sort of jazz, but I got lazy, okay? So, I don't know why I have so much energy. I finished my Monster like hours ago, and it's probably because I've just eaten. After I did the blonde, I got hungry. It is like almost 3 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything, so I was like, eat food, made some ramen, ate that, and now I don't have so much energy. So we're gonna do that. I think plan of action, POV if you will, lavender, blue. I'm not gonna re-dye the blue because I'm just trying to let this fade like as much as possible. I might, depending on how much, I don't reckon I'll use that much dye. These bottles as well from Good Dye Young have so much in them. Like I had, when I did the pink, I had this mini one of X-Girl from Good Dye Young, and I used it like 3 times. Obviously the pink is only the rose, but there's still like that much left in it. But also I'm obviously only doing the fruits to the purple, and this is like way more. So how much is in it? Yeah, it's like almost double, over double even. It is over double actually. So hopefully this will last quite a while. Because I used to use this. This is a new bottle. But it's the Good Dye Young People Eater. This is the first purple shade I ever used. I don't know if I said that earlier. Maybe I just said on Snapchat to my friends. I think I did. But yeah, this is the first purple I ever used. My first ever dyed my hair. Day after my final GCSE, came home, smelled this on my head. I only did like, I think it's called like a halo. It's like, you know, like lockdown or like Charlie's Milo, and everyone had that like underneath bit just dyed. I think that's what it was called. Anyways, I did that with purple, and I loved it. So, and it is quite a pinky toned purple. I normally like to add a bit of blue into my purples to make them fade, because sometimes I find that like this, if I didn't top it up, it would just fade like really pink. And I like pink, but sometimes I just wanted a bit more of a blue toned purple, you know? Anyways, so we're gonna stop faffing around and we're gonna actually put some dye on my head, because I think I might just yap my way out of it. I'm not going to yap my way out of it because I can't really walk around with just yellow roots, can I? But whatever. Let's do this. I know the ends of my hair is still kind of damp, and you're not really supposed to put it on damp hair. You're supposed to put it on dry hair, I think. It doesn't, oh, it says to dry your hair. Well, whatever. So, we're gonna do that. Okay, so I've done like half of it. I'm kind of trying to like fade it. I'm debating whether to just bring the purple all the way down, so this bit's more like pink tinged and that bit's more like blue. I have mixed in a bit of the People Eater, and I've just mixed in like a bunch of my own conditioner. I don't know why I said my own, just conditioner in it. But just because I was scared that I wasn't gonna have enough, because I know I was like, oh my god, these last forever, but I feel like I've got like halfway through it already, so I'm like, oh. I do have some other purple hair dye in my cupboard. I think I've got a bit of the like crazy colour one that I used I'm dying when I like last had a purple hair, so maybe we use that. I was debating, obviously I've got the like little fringy bits. I was debating maybe like afterwards just doing them like all, like the whole fringe like dark purple, so it's got a bit of contrast. But I know my mum really hates it when I've got dark hair, so I don't know, she might get a bit annoyed, but you know, I'm 18, my hair, not hers. But I'm kind of using a mix of both the like brush thing and then also just my hands, because it's obviously conditioner based dye. I'm like, I don't need to be perfect, as long as it covers my hair, you know. That's what I like about having colours where I've got like it like going like that, because when I did the like Twilight Sparkle hair, it was so difficult like to get the back of my head, because obviously it was like multiple different like sections and colours, and I feel like if you go to like a hair salon, obviously they can see the back of your head. I can't see the back of my head, so it's a bit awful. My coordination's not great, so I was like in the mirror, like holding the mirror, like I don't want to like get dark purple on a bit that's supposed to be like neon pink. But now it's a bit easier because I can just shove it all over my head. And rub it in. It's really nice as well after having like bleach on the scalp, because I don't really get much of a reaction to bleach, but obviously when you've had it on for a bit, it does start to like tingle a little bit. And so it's nice, like sort of cooling after having like a bit of a tingly scalp. So yes, I do always mildly feel when I do purple that I'm just kind of like toning my hair, because I feel like it kind of feels just like I'm putting toner on over blonde. But yeah, I just try and make sure it all obviously looks, I don't really section it when I do semi-permanent dye, which I know is like a bad thing, because it's going to be like, oh my god, you haven't got an ink, you're going to miss bits. But I don't have to worry about like overlapping sections and it like damaging it because it's been overlapped. I just can kind of chuck it on my hair without any real worry, which is nice. So I just smother my entire head in hair dye and hope for the best, really. Like quite but yeah, so this is just me. I don't need to use the mirror, but you're currently propped up against the mirror because I couldn't be bothered to bring my tripod in here. So I've been doing makeshift tripods with the mirror, the bleach box, and some an empty Monster can. Sums up my entire life, to be fair. I'm full of inspirational quotes today, aren't I? So yeah, Guys, tell me, does that look like even or whatever? I hope so. Again, just chuck it on and hope for the best. I've still got obviously hair dye left, so I might just start bringing it down a bit further. I don't know why I'm going like randomly northern. I think I've been watching too many like Lucy Bond's interviews. But yeah, I've got into football recently. Well, I've always been into women's football, but obviously it's the women's Euros at the moment. So, the patriotism, like, 'cause I don't give a shit about men's football. I can't watch it, I just get bored. But women's football, that's a whole other story. Leah Williams was there, and Lucy Bronze. So, yeah. Anyways, the end bits, I'm not really caring if it's like fully even, because I kind of like that sort of like faded, not really faded, but like, you know, kind of that vibe. That's, yeah, that makes sense. That was good enough explanation for me. So yeah, I'm just kind of dragging it through the blue. I do feel like I'm going back to having like mermaidy unicorn hair, which is quite fun. I just always feel when I've got blue hair like a bit of a mermaid. I know I've had blue hair for ages, but when I like do a different colour with it, it feels like, I don't know. The pink felt very like fairy princess. This is giving like mermaid unicorn to me. So yeah. Take that, guys. Now I'm just painting my hands. I got bored. So I'm gonna finish this off because I feel like I'm just chatting out my arse at this point. And then I'll show you the finished product in a minute.
Okay, so don't hate me, but I never filmed an outro for this video to show you how it turned out. So here's some TikToks I filmed instead.
I love my natural hair.
That hair isn't real.
Death is seeking you at the bingo table.
Hi,